there's an A chord. There's going to be a D chord. There's going to be an E chord. And then there's going to be a D chord. So this is a backing track in the key of A. It's 12 bar, but it's based around an A major or an A7, a D7, an E7. So what we need to do is we need to know what the thirds are. What are the thirds of these three chords, and where would we play them on the guitar neck? So the third of the A, B, C something, it's a C sharp. The D, E, F something, it's an F sharp. And then on the E, F, G something, it's a G sharp. In these particular keys. Okay, so we need to know where our C sharp is, our F sharp is, our G sharp is. And as the chords change, what I do is I play that particular note relevant to the chord, so the third of that chord, at the beginning of my lick. Now, what I'll do is I'll just play those as they are for the second. So A. I'm going to change to D, so I'm going for the F sharp. Back to the A, it's a C sharp note. We have the E chord, so G sharp. To take the chords away, you could still hear the chords changing from the notes I'm playing. So it would stand to reason that this is a slightly more articulated way. Now, if I was to just take the initial way that most people play, the sort of, I don't know, the standard bluesy ideas, this kind of thing. Whilst it sounds pretty good, to be fair, if I take away the chords, I can hear in my head where the chords are, but if you're not as au fait with it and be able to run the progression in your head at the same time as you're playing, it doesn't make as much sense. So the idea is to try and at least articulate particular pieces of the chord progression with your lines. So that's the first thing. And what are we doing? It's thirds. We're going for thirds. So know where the thirds are on those three chords, A, D and E, where they fall on that 12-bar blues. Because when chord progressions start to become more complex and different ideas, if you're not already doing this, you're going to come quite unstuck quite quickly. So it's important to do. So there's a little thing there, just get a little 12-bar blues, A, whichever key you want to do it in. It could be in any key as long as you know what the chords consist of. So you have to do a little bit of homework. I'm not going to give you all the answers. You've got to do a little bit of this for yourself, but by doing it for yourself, you'll actually learn something. If I just give you the answers, you're not learning anything. You're just repeating back to me what I said and then not using any practical application of it. So get to it.